Sean's here. Tim's already advertising. How you doing, my friends? Oh. What is happening? Surprise bonus live again. Because I got a bunch of crap that I gotta figure out what I still need and how much to charge for all of it and that kind of thing. So, and you guys can help if anybody comes. So one of you already left. Tim or Sean already left, according to YouTube. But YouTube sucks at knowing things. We'll see if people have their notification bell turned on and whatnots. I paused Brooklyn Nine-Nine and your voice came over my speakers. My dulcet tones. This is a better show than that. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever watched that one. I have seen it as an option. I'm trying to think. That's the one with... Is that Zach Braff? No. But it's a guy like that, right? Oh, no. It's... Oh. What's his name? He's kind of goofy. It doesn't matter. I haven't watched it. Maybe it's good. Was just watching your 5 tips video. Yeah, that's a good one. That's Saturday's video. Shh. No spoilers, Gretchen. With your green name and your teal star with early access. Andy Samberg, that's him. He's goofy, right? That's the guy I was picturing. Yeah. I was Zach Braff. He was in, like, was it Scrubs? The medical comedy thing? Was that Zach Braff? I don't know. It doesn't matter. That's not what we're here for. No, it's not. I was just kidding, Gretchen. It's probably a good thing to mention to people that you've already watched this week's video. And they could have too, if they had a green name and a teal star, or even any color star and a green name. Which means that they would be channel members and they would have access to this week's video already. However, the Patreon people, well, the YouTube membership people got this coming Saturday's video. The Patreon people got Jam Night at Seth's Phil Collins edition today. I think the membership people got the better end of things this week. It was okay. Oh. So, we gotta figure out some prices for these things. I was hoping that Pinnell would be here because he's got access to the spreadsheet, the market spreadsheet that I keep all of my things on. And he could fill it out for me while we're doing this, but he doesn't respond to comments or look at them even, or DMs. So I got my little paper. We're gonna go through at least a bunch of it and decide what we're selling it for. Market price. And this is also a sneak preview for when the website launches, hopefully January 1st. When the website launches with my things on it for sale, hopefully on January 1st, this is like sneak preview for what some of the things are going to be. because I'm not going to sell all of these things at the Christmas market, because that's not what happens. I'm hoping to sell. I hope to sell 20% or so of the thing. Like, I don't aim too high. If you watch Saturday's video, you'll see why I don't. Well, not necessarily why, but $300 each. Oh, that's good. We'll just $300. Take what you want. What any one thing you pick. $300. I like that. That's easy. I feel like I may not make as many sales if I do that. Maybe like grab bag, pick any 4. $300. No, that's still too much. We'll price them how I want to sell them at the market, and then when they hit the website, they will be essentially leftovers. So they will be lower in price than they are marked at the market table, because I do want to get rid of them. I do want to sell the things. I made them in order to sell them. So let's get going. We'll start with, I guess, boxes, since they're right here. Yellow cedar. These ones were a giveaway, a batch that I made. Then I gave away one of them, and I wish I remember who won it. That's unfortunate. Beckham, probably, because that's what he does. He wins things when we do draws. Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff logo. Oh, it's tagged. $65. This is a lift top guy with the fabric on. Oh, yellow cedar. It still smells awesome. This is a 65 with the fabric lining. It's a little busy for my liking. I did a couple of different fabrics on these. This one, if I could go back and do it again, I don't think that would be the fabric I would pick. Tim, are you in New York? Tim is in New York. Do you have guesstimates on the cost of materials and time per unit? I could do that. I do sometimes take into account that type of thing, but usually it's more of a matter of what do I think the market will bear for this item, or somewhere in between those two things. This is $65 lift top box with a little lip and a lid. Nice tight seal. Tighter. No, it used to be tighter, I think. It's still pretty tight. It's a good enough seal. Good ad. Good ad, Mike. Lift top. 65. Then we got the yellow cedar one with the flip catch latch deal. Same interior. Just instead of lift top, it's latchy latch hinges. Some yellow cedar latch. That guy is listed at 70, so we'll leave it at 70 instead of changing the price tag. Clearly did not sell at $70 at the last time I had it on a market table. We'll see about this year. Then we got the big Douglas fir. This guy, it was part of the jewelry box video. My boy John has one of these. And I sold another. This is the last one of the 4 that I made during that video. It's with the latch and the paisley, baby blue paisley fabric bottom. This was maybe the best video I've ever made. Thanks to my boy Mikey B for the filming on these. $95 it says. D for box. $95. So far, so good. I haven't had to actually make any price tags. Let's find some more things that already have price tags. Little mini boxes. These were the dice box video. Simple little box with simple little latches and hinges. And they say $30 on the bottom of them. I have 2, but I think I have a couple more inside. So I think I had 4 of those still. So times 4 dice box at 30 each. Already booked my hotel. Oh, what's going on? Handworks. Oh, geez. Handworks 26. Beautiful fur. I don't care how annoying it is to work with. You would. Everybody can work with whatever they want to work with. I work with Douglas fir when I have to because it is basically free. I hate it. I hate it. Okay. Oh, there's another dice box. This dice box has keychains in it. How many keychains do I have left? I only have 5 keychains left. Okay, I got to make some keychains. We got this like spalty maple with a ding in it. A couple of those. One without a ding in it. Got a walnut one. Got a stabilized sort of wine burgundy. Got a Paduke. Okay, so 5. I gotta make some more keychains. Keychains sell. 5 keychains they go for 25 or 2 for 40. 5 keychains at 25. Oh, what else we got? Let's go into. No, let's do bowls in a little bit. Trees. I made this one, I think, live on the show. This one with the sort of ombre faded purple, navy into black, purple into navy into black tree. I think we did this one live on the show. That's got a 35 tag on the bottom of it. Tree. Perp to black 35. We got another wine burgundy tree, a little bit bigger. That's got a 30 on it. Okay. Berg tree 30. We got little mini purple tree, mini perp. Says 25 on it. We got tree teal. Teal. Says 25 on it. We got tree au natural. Tree nat. Also says 25 on it. Is this exciting? I don't know. It's 2 days you can stay with. Hey, you guys get to hang out? Oh, I want to go. Okay, another $25 tree. This little mini guy, spalty maple two-tone. Teal perp. just little 3-tier. 3 mini perp teal. Says $20 on it. Little mini tree. And then I've got the one that I started on the live show down at the Crow's Nest that is currently on the lathe, ready to get its bottom chopped off. Call that one Tree Natural New. And we'll say that guy will be 25 as well. Okay, so that's trees and boxes and keychains. I'm gonna need to make some more keychains. Okay, good thing. Good. This is why we're doing this. Bottle stoppers. Okay. This guy, the Wenge Purple Heart Bubinga bottle stopper. Bot stop. We'll call it the Wenge because I think it's the only one that has Wenge. Bottle stoppers are 35 or 2 for 60. So we got the Wenge Purple Heart Bubinga. We've got this is straight up Honduran mahogany. Bot stop Mahog. And this guy is Peruvian walnut and red oak. Peru oak. 35. And then I have 1, 2, 3 of the snowmans. It's probably gonna have to make a few more of those too. If I have time. If I have time to make more things for the market. Bot stop snowman times 3 at 35. These guys sell pretty okay. And what I do is I say, when I have a good stock of both snowman and non-snowman bottle stoppers, I do an offer where you can buy a snowman one and just the top of a second one so that you can sub in. Basically, you get 1 bottle stopper and 2 tops. And so during the holiday season, you can use your snowman guy. And then during the rest of the year, you can use your regular one. And I believe I do that for 50. Does that sound right? But that's assuming that I have a full stock of tops for bottle stoppers, which right now I do not. I also have 1 of the snowman ornament. I have 3 at this state. So basically it just needs a scarf and a hook. So we'll call that 4, I guess. Gonna have to make some more snowmen, whether they're bottle stoppers or ornaments. Snowman, ornament. Those are 35 also. And I have 4. We'll say I have 4. Even though 3 of them need hooks and scarves. Okay, I'm going to start a different list. I have to start a list of things still to make. Still to make. Keychains. Snowmen. Both parentheses. Ornaments. And bottle stoppers. And then some more bottle stoppers. Okay, that's not all of that's going to happen. Not all of that is going to happen. But, okay. Bottle openers. Peruvian walnut bottle openers times 3. Openers times 3 at, they say $40 on them. So we'll leave them at that. Again, they didn't sell at $40 last. I have sold these at 40. I used to have 6. So they have sold at that. Okay. There we go. That, and that. The snowmen are so cute. I'd love to have an exchangeable bottle stopper. And the keychains are awesome. I agree. When is the market? The market is December 7. So, I mean, it's 2.5 weeks, I think. But it's not the only thing that I have in my life. So I don't know how much more time I'm going to get to actually market create. Nate's back. Looking forward to the website. Remember this show last year. I enjoy it. Probably the accountant in me. You should be rocking a spreadsheet that Pinnell isn't doing right now. You could be filling in my spreadsheet for me. But that's not a thing because you don't have it. Remember some tool commenting on how your show could be more interesting. I mean, that he's not wrong. I remember that too, though. Yeah, this is boring. Well, whatever. Okay, bowls, I guess. Oh, okay, let's do spatulae and spoons. Cherry curvy spoon, shallow dealy. No idea. Thoughts? How many dollars? How many dollars for the little shallow cherry bendy spoon? $25? $30? Matt says 35 to 45. Really? I mean, I guess if that guy is $25, then that should maybe be more than that. I don't know. Canadian dollars, we're talking Keel. I mean, why would I talk in American dollars? That's stupid. Talking about putting price tags on things in Canada. Matt's $35. Maybe we'll split the difference and call it 30. I don't know. We'll say $30, and then if it doesn't sell at 30, if people flip it over and look at it and be like, then maybe, I'd change it. Cherry curvy spoon, $30. And then we got non-curvy cherry smaller spoon, how long to make it in your time? I don't remember because I made a bunch of them in a couple of days. So that's the problem, is like when I'm making a batch of things, I could probably figure out the time per unit, but it's like they each take a different amount of time over the period of time. Got to pick you. I was wondering you was ignoring my quote. I'm going to start ignoring your. Sell it for $29.99. Round numbers. Always round numbers. Rounded to the 5. I don't want to deal with change at all. $5 bills. If we're dealing in cash money, I'm dealing in bills. Everything is to the nearest 5. So no 32, no 28, $30. Let's not deal with spoons, I guess, because I don't have any idea. This one I really like. This guy is elegant as shit. Spatula. The big, curvy maple guy. Two big, curvy maple guys. And one of the big cherry guys. These guys got to be $40 each, right? That's, I guess, big. That's like, it's like 15 inches long or something. Here, let's check. Tip to tail, 16 inches. That's a big spatula. If you get caught in a boat while you're out camping, you'd lose your oar in your canoe, but you've got your spatula with you. You could probably get somewhere. These are $40 each. Spatula, $40 times 3. Okay. That is what she said, Tim. She said, damn, that's like 16 inches long. That's what she said. Years ago, I visited a penny recycling facility. Imagine a warehouse with 4 to 20 foot deep pipes of pennies. Pipes of pennies is not a thing I would ever thought that I would say. Large front loaders pushing them around and dumping them into a building size furnace. And then they create like a vat of penny goo, melted penny. And then you take a big jug of penny juice and you pour it into bricks, and then I don't know, make it into something else, I guess. I suppose they would smelt the different metals out of it. When you melt down a penny, where you would split apart the different metals that are in there. Because people think that they're copper, they're not copper. There's like a little bit of copper in a penny, I think. But you would want to like separate the different metals and then use their metals as components for other things. Like orange drop capacitors, which are $1 bajillion apparently. I don't know you, market. You don't know English. Is it rich folks or poor folks? It's every folks. It's all the folks. It's like we get all kinds through. Watch Saturday's video, and it'll talk about the types of markets that I go. Well, a little bit. It talks about price points and things a little bit. Pennies have barely any copper. That's what I said. You were dumping it into the dirt outside. Sounds wasteful. Then that pipe gets sold at... Okay. Pipe and pile. My phone case prevents me from typing that. But what? Okay, they melt down the pennies and then they shoot them through a pipe out into the dirt. Why bother melting them down if you're just going to pour the molten penny goo into nature? Why don't you just throw the pennies into nature? Also, that sounds shitty. But if you like the show, don't forget to like and share and subscribe and smash the things, the buttons and whatnots. It's a good point. It's a good point, Tim. Wait, it's Saturday already. It's not. It's not even Saturday in Australia yet. Love the marketing video too. And yes, I can't stand vendors that sit and ignore customers. Shh, you're giving away spoilers. Mr. Green name and teal star. Don't be giving away spoilers. So the load stays put when trucking. I thought you just said that they just shot it out a pipe into the dirt. Why do they need to truck it somewhere? They need it to put it in different dirt? If it's shitty, do you need a pooper scooper? Depending on what it is that we're talking about, then sometimes, I guess. Okay, back to pricing. I guess we got to get into bowls. Let's put our stickers. I got stickers. Trying to avoid pricing the bowls. Let's put my little sticker dots on the spatula. $40. $40 stickers going on the spatula. That got smudged. That may get a new one. That one got smudged too. I'm gonna have to let the ink dry on the stickers before I put it on there. $40 stickers on the spatula. Also, when you use wax-based finishes, stickers aren't awesome. They just kind of like... Okay. Whatever. Bowls. Where to even begin? Let's begin with the ones that maybe have price tags on them already. Oh, this one doesn't. Okay. Tall, squat, little walnut with a little strip of sapwood. Relatively deep for how not big it is. Let's do them by measurement. This is 5 by 2.5. 5 by 2.5 walnut. Help me out. $40. I gotta put $40 question mark. And then I'll sticker these things later, I guess, because I want to make up the stickers and then let the ink dry and then put them on so it doesn't go smudgy. Put this over here. $40 sounds fair. Okay, I like that. Andrew says 40. Hijinks says 40. Okay. This guy's been around for a while. This is, I forget. Gary Oak with a cove and then 2 whoops and some decorative notches. I kind of went a little bit stupid with the decoration, the decorative elements on the Gary Oak guy. It's some kind of oak. And it is 7, just under 7 by 3.5. Andrew says 60 question marks. It says 70 on the bottom, so I'm going to leave that because this is actually already relatively well stuck. So double whoop whoop. I don't think it's not red oak. It's not red oak. It might be white oak. It's got the Rayfleck in the quarter sawn areas. The Rayfleck is popping. I know. We'll call it Gary Oak. And what did I say? 7 by 3.5. 3.5 G Oak. $70. Okay. This is acacia. It is stunning. It's not going to show up how just amazing the pores are in this guy. It says 50 on it, which I think based on that being 70 and this being 40, I would think that's pretty okay. So 6.5 by 2.5. 6.5 by 2.5 acacia. $50. Might be a little low, but if nobody buys it, then it was a little high. American Black Walnut. My favorite of the woods. This guy. I feel like we're gonna be rocking another $50-ish. Yeah, just under 7, 6.75 by 2. 6.75 by 2. Walnut. Let's say $50. Everybody's favorite wood to say, especially when you say it a bunch of times. Say it with me. Myrtle, 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 myrtle. This guy's like a sort of flamey figured myrtle rocking patch in there. Tray kind of shape. 7 even by just under 2. So 7 by 2. Myrtle. And that is another $50. Okay. $50. And oh, stunner. Stunner. If you watched this coming Saturday's video release already, because you're a channel member, and it came out today for them, this was the one that I was polishing when I was waiting for the truck during the blooper reel at the end. This is a stunner. Flamey maple. Just absolute gorge, as the kids say. I don't know if they say that. And it's got a $90 sticker on it. So $90. It is 8, 2, maple, $90. Because you're just not stumbling upon pieces of wood like that. That bowl seems wobbly. You would think, based on it only having sort of like 3 inches of surface, but it actually takes a fair bit to like, you push on one edge pretty good. You have to push pretty good to get it to come up. It's not as wobbly as it looks like it should be. Your face looks wobbly. $90. Oh, speaking of pieces of wood you don't just see laying around. This guy that we made at the Crow's Nest when the lathe was jumping around all crazy like, because it was off balance, or because it was like such different densities between the halves, and it's pretty large. But flamey ash with a cool sort of like OG sitch. Pretty big. Yeah, it's about a 10 by 2 flamey ash. 10 by 2 flamey ash. Nah, I don't know. This is $90 and this is bigger. 120 bucks? Is that the reason I'm so bad at pricing things is like I know that people are going to look at it and say that is too much money. But I know like how rare a piece of wood like this is and how much time I had to put in at a lathe in order to get this to happen. And it's got a cool little like water droplet bottom to it. I think I would rather keep it. I would rather keep it than sell it for less than $120. And then that is done with that. Now we can go back to some less impressive ones. Another little walnut dealie with a little ridge. A little bit of sapwood popping through just a little bit on the one side. 5 3/4 by 1 3/4. 5.75 by 1.75 walnut. That's got to be 40 again. We're back down to, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put, just in case I have another something similar, I'm gonna put with a line. Even though if I have something similar, it'll probably also be $40. Cherry, about the same size, totally different shape. A little target practice action happening on there. That's a nice guy. That's a pretty nice guy. I would say that's got to be another $40 though, since things are in that sort of zone. 6 2 6 by 2 cherry, $40. And that's nice. Spalty maple. This one I did at the Arts Fest. This was one of the ones I did when I was turning demoing at Arts Fest. So I mean, technically I already got paid to make this, but I got paid to to be making it, $35. 5 by 2, 5 by 2 sp map, $35. You don't see pieces of wood like this all the time either. Like, that's got some rad. Sell the things. Little mini walnut, 4 3/4 by just under 2, 4.75 by 2. Walnut guy. Oh shit! With a crack in it. I don't know. You might not see it. Oh, you can kind of. It's right in there. That's a giveaway at patreon.com/woodenthingsandstuff. Cherry, big swoop with a little sort of bevel to give it some lift. This is far more attractive than it should be for a relatively plain piece of wood. 5 1/4 by 2 1/2. We'll put the walnut guy on here. Giveaway. Cherry, what did I say? 5 1/4, 2 1/2. 5 by 2.5. $40, I guess. Feels wrong. Feels wrong. But sell them. $40. Then these guys, this stack over here. Hey, Gretchen. Gretchen's got, she's an accountant. After the end of the bowls, can you do a calculator for me? I'm just going to give you the numbers. And you can go click, click, plus, click, click, plus, click, click, plus, and give me a total. Because I do like to know. I mean, I'm going to figure it out eventually anyway, because I do have a spreadsheet that all these are going to go in. But I think it would be fun for everybody to know like what the total value of things is at this point. You got a few minutes to get ready. We're still at least 10 minutes away. There's another little spalty maple guy. Okay, Fiber Hijinks says he'll do calculator. Let's get a couple of you doing it, maybe, just in case somebody misses a number or whatever, and we can average. Another little spalty maple deal. We got a couple of people. Okay, so whoever wants to help do the calculations, that'd be great. At the end of this, I'll just go down the list and give you the numbers to add in. Another little mini spalty maple, perfect little M&M dish. Or no, you need more cashews than that at a sitting. Need more M&Ms than that too. I don't know. I want more of anything than this would hold. Sour cream for dipping. No, I want more than that. $25. 4.25 by 2. 4.25 by 2. Map 25. Only because it's so small that I don't have anything that I want to put in it that's that small, that you only want that much of. You guys pocket change at your front door? You put your keys in it at the front door? I don't know. $25. Another Spa map. This was another Art Fest guy. That's got a little bit. It was super soft. It's got a little bit of tear out on it. That's a factory second. That's like the Veritas second sale. It's like slight defect from poor manufacturing. Maybe that's what I'll do. Ones that have little dings or stuff in them that make them imperfect, I'll have like a second sale. This one is not going on the table. It's going to be saved for the second sale. This is, maybe that's what I'll do with the little crack one too. This is 4.75 by 2. 4.75 by 2. Spa map. Second. I'm going to put giveaway on it, but it may be like, maybe it's really like an auction, or like, maybe just like, I'll put it on Patreon and be like, who wants to pay for shipping? Okay, that's beauty. That's beauty. It's got to be English walnut. That's stunning. It's probably not coming through how sick this is. Five and a half, 2.25. 5.5 by 2.25 English walnut. Oh. $50. Because it's about a $40 size, but it's way too pretty. And again, it's another one of those ones that I'm like, I would rather keep it than sell it for less than that. This might be another one of them. Additional character sale. I like that. We call it the ones with bonus features. Additional character. I like that. The unique. I mean, they're all unique, so you can't really do that. I mean, I like the seconds. I mean, like, because people are familiar with the Veritas. Well, I don't know if people are, but like, the Veritas second sale is like all their hand planes that like are aesthetically imperfect. So there is like a little nick in the finish or some imperfection that doesn't affect their use, but they can't sell it for full price and feel good about themselves. So that's kind of how I am about those couple. It's like, it's a perfectly, you're still gonna fill it with fucking cashews or whatever and like eat it out of it, it's not going to affect your ability to use it as a bowl. But like just wasn't really quite sharp enough right along the end grain there. So I can't charge full price for that. This one I can. This one was 2 weeks ago's video. This flamey quilted maple. It's just little, but it packs a hell of a visual punch. This is one of the most attractive pieces of wood I've ever had my hands on, probably. Like the chatoyance and the like quiltiness of this is just nutso. But it is just little, so I can't be like $200. 6, 1.5. 6 by 1.5 quilty maple. I don't know. You guys help me out because I suck at this. Like I want to say like $80 because it's like a ridiculously nice piece of wood. But if you see this at $80 on a market table sitting next to this at $40, can you really go like, oh, I get it? Maybe you can. Maybe. I mean, I could, as a person who loves wood, I absolutely could. But the general public, if you see this guy at $40 and this guy sitting next to it at $80, I don't know that the general public is going to be like, oh, absolutely, you know? $85 maybe. Okay. $85. I mean, I guess we're on the same page. Like, again, it's another one of those, like, I would almost rather just keep it. And I like having beautiful things in my life too. You guys, I like 85. But then, well, then I can't really very well. This is 90. And at this at 85, like that. $80. $80. I'll keep it. If nobody wants to buy it for $80, I'll absolutely keep it. Where am I at? Did I do this one? Did this one, I think, right? Yeah. Quilty or flamey myrtle. Okay, did that one. Did I do this one? No. Spalty, but not inky spalty. Slightly flamey, slightly spalty maple. 6, 2 1/4. Hey, Paul's here. You can't. You don't know all of the other price points to reference it, though. The person who buys anything is the person who really wants it and is willing to pay. It's true. But I also don't want to just keep a ton of bowls in storage in the back of my house. But then again, because I have the website coming and anything that doesn't sell is going to go up there. And may or may not sell there. At least they will be living in at least a digital space where they could potentially sell. What did I say? 6, 2 1/4. 6 by 2.25. Spamapfle. Spamapfle. Spalted maple with some flaming. Spamapfle. What did we figure? Paul's saying 65. I like that, actually. It was 50. Sure. 65. And then did this little guy did we do that? Did we do this? Oh, shit. We did both of those. Do we have something on the list that is 6 by 1.75 walnut? 5.75 by 1.75 walnut with the line. This is not that one. Okay. Okay, this is new. Six, 1.75 walnut. It's a little bit of flamey, just a little bit of flamey, and a little bit of sapwood, and like there used to be a branch. It's visually very interesting. $50. That was $50. This is a little bit bigger, but a little bit shallower. $50. Again, like I said, they're at least going on the website afterwards. Okay, $50. You see, but Paul, are you thinking in American money? Cherry. Relatively deep. 5.75 by 2.75. 5.75 by 2.75. No, it's 3 by 3. 2.75 by 3. 5.75 by 3 cherry. Just everything else is wannabe American money. Nothing else is that, my friend. 6. $50 goes all the way in and is not as deep. It's a $60 bowl. $60 bowl. Okay. Last but certainly not least, as they say, but actually possibly least. If you guys didn't watch this video, like to the end, to see my immense disappointment, I recommend doing so. It's soft like a fucking 2x4, and it's about as visually interesting as a 2x4. Like but it's English walnut sapwood. Like I was very hopeful. $35, Paul says. I think I don't know. If you price it, it might reflect on the rest of the stuff. That's right. If I put a 12-inch platter out of English walnut for like $20 just to get it the shit out of here, like I don't. That will look bad. Let's call it $40. Let's call it. It's got a nice sort of graceful little OG shape. Maybe somebody will like the pale, like sort of featureless aspect of it. We'll call it $50. English walnut sapwood, $50. It has a nice ring to it. English walnut platter. That's too much money. It's not good enough for that. $40. $40. And just have it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, I got 3 icing scimitars. Maple, quarter sawn hard maple, Bubinga, walnut, icing scimitars. I feel like I just want to sell the whole set like that. Right now they're priced at $15 each. But I feel like I just want to sell the set for like $50. I'm going to say that's what I'm going to do. But I may not do that. Icing scimitars. Set of 3, $50. Because I like that idea. I might price them for $50 for the set, and if somebody says, will you sell me one of them? I'll say yes. For $20. $50 for the set is more than $15 each. Yeah, but I think $15 each was too cheap. Is what I'm getting at. I think this is the shaping, just the shaping and sharpening and sanding of this is worth more than $15, I think. Don't tell them that they used to be $15. Paul. Or sorry, Gretchen. Set for $50, $20 each. Yep. Okay. Done. We're not going to include pens because I don't have a ton right now. The ones I have are super nice. This guy is slick. I have, but I don't know, like some of them are garbage. Like this is just shit. This is horse manure is what this is. It's Purple Heart, but I think it was like a sample during class, and I just did not do a good job on it. This I'm going to put in the pile of seconds, factory seconds, the extra bonus features, Patreon discount pile. I'll bring a few, but they are not going to be, which is unfortunate. I will put them on the list of like make some more if you have time. But there's already too much on that list, and I don't think pens are going to be a major feature of my table this year. This one, another one. This is the Padauk and Maple Black Chrome Maple Leaf pen with a damn crack. In the Patreon discount bin it goes. This guy is slick. This is a stabilized Paul Waldrop. I want to say white oak. It's got like Rayflecky stuff, but it's also burly. I don't know. But does it say on it? It had a tag on it that says stabilized box elder burl. So that's cool. I maybe put that tag back on it. And it says $50 on it. But I don't know. Depend, like I said, pens. If I do wrangle up a bunch of pens, we'll incorporate pens into the numbers afterwards. I'm going to have myself a smokerette, and then we will do the calculation. Because I think that's about it right now. That's a couple $1,000s worth of things, I think. That's a $55 to $60 pen. Yay! Well, it says 50 on it. So this one I think is better. This is also a Paul Waldrop stabilized something. It does not say on it because this one was a keeper. When I made it, I was like, that's mine. But I would sell it. This guy's like rosewood. This is like a jet black rosewood guy. Anyway, like I said, if I have time to make a batch of pens, I'll worry about that at the time. I could probably take 2 days and just make a bunch of blanks day one and then turn a bunch of pens day two. So I have to get up in 6 hours. When do I get to start keying? You know what, Gretchen? Okay, let's do the numbers so that Gretchen can go to sleep. Miss La-ti-da over here. Sleep is important, you guys. I'm not making fun of anything. Okay, who's ready? Let me know if you're ready. Here come the numbers. As soon as I get at least 2 people to say that they're ready to start typing in numbers. Fiber Hijinks says ready. One more. Andrew McGee is ready. Gretchen's going to bed. Here we go. Gretchen's got a heart. Is that okay? 65, 70, 95, $30, $30, $30, $30, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25. 35, 30, 25, 25, 25, 20, 25. Give me that number. That's too many, Nate. Stop bucking around. This is for serious. Paul's got 665. Andrew's got 660. Fiber's got 660. Tim's got 1065.53. Gretchen's got 660. I'm going to say 3 of you got $660. So I'm going to go with that. Okay. That takes us down to the bottom. That takes us boxes, keychains, and trees. We're at 660. There we go. Hit the C button a couple of times. Starting again. Plus or minus 5. It's approximately $660. We're starting again. This one's gonna be short. We're gonna just go bottle stoppers, snowmen and bottle openers. Okay. 35, 35, 35. Oh geez. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Is 10 at 35 is $350. And then 3 at 40 is another 120. So that's $470. Okay, I got that one, you guys. That one I got. Bottle stoppers, snowmen, and bottle openers. It's $470. Okay. Bowls. $2,573. Okay, bowls. This is a big one. We'll go about this far. Oh, we'll get spoons and spatulas. $40 times 3 is $120 plus 30 is $150 in spatulas. Okay, bowls. Are we ready? This is going to be, we'll go a little ways and then we'll stop and get a number. Okay, 40, 70, 50, 50, 50, 90, 120, 40. I might be able to do that. 1, 2, that's 15, 19, 26, 26, 38, 50, 54, 540, 510. 1, 2, 3 times 50 is 150, 190, 260, and then, all right, you guys are all saying 510. I'll go with 510. Okay, 510 it is. Ready? Going again. 40, 35, 40, 25, 50, 80, 65, 50, 60, 40, 50. What do we got? Paul says 495, but he hasn't got one right yet. Hijinks says 535. Tim says 490. It has to end in a 5. Gretchen says 535. All right, I got 3 535s. There we go. That'll do. 535. Okay, so theoretically, if we got this right, one last set of numbers, you guys. 535 plus 510 plus 150 plus 470 plus 660. $23.25. Gretchen says $23.25 total. $23.25. Tim's just making up numbers now. $23.25. Okay, so $2,325 is the total minus whatever pens I get done, or plus whatever pens I get done, plus hopefully a few more bottle stoppers. That's pretty okay. I like to take I don't like to take less than $2,000 worth of inventory to a market. So that's pretty standard for me. 23 and a quarter is pretty close to where I like to be, especially if I can add, say, $200 worth of pens, or another $200 or $300 worth of pens and bottle stoppers. Is a pretty good batch of stuff, especially considering I've got zero charcuterie boards. I have 0 coaster sets. I mean, I have a couple. I have a couple of art pieces that I could have there with price tags on them that probably won't sell, because it's unlikely that someone will pick an impulse buy $300 or $400 piece of art for a gift for someone for Christmas. Like the mountains. I've got a few of those. But I think it's unlikely we'd be selling any of the painted. I could have a couple. I could have a couple there. They do pretty up the booth. I have never sold one at a market, but I have sold them. Have I sold them from people seeing them at the market? Yes. No. Maybe. The maybe is the answer. take some of those, but they have to be a lot more. I priced the standard size square ones that are like what 20 by 20. They're $300. So I could have a couple, especially I don't know what table I have and whether there's a wall behind me. If there's a wall behind me and I could put a couple on the wall behind me, maybe. But I don't know which table I have at the market and whether or not there's a wall behind me. So I don't know. That's the inventory thus far. And that's a sneak preview for you guys of like approximately what things are going to be valued at when they get to the store on the internet. So I will probably discount things a little bit when they go onto the online store. Because people cannot hold them in their hands to feel the value, if that makes sense. I find that when things are online, you have to put a little more trust in people. Like, you, as good a photography as you can do, it's not the same as like picking it up and like feeling it in your hands, and being like, oh yeah, this is the one, you know. So I find things do need to be a little bit cheaper in order to sell. But I'm not going to be putting up there like this guy at $50 on the market table is not suddenly going to be $20 on the internet. So that gives you a sense of like where things are in my pricing idea for when they go onto the internet and you want to buy them all. That's what's going to happen. You guys are going to have to buy them all. Good night, Gretchen. Get some sleep. I agree. Have a good nighty nights and work good at your job tomorrow because of sleeping well. Often bought pricey or large things aftermarket. People like to spend a lot of money on wall art for some reason. It's true. You got this. I'm off to sleep. Bye. I want to make sure the bowls I buy are good quality tone wood. You go ahead. I mean, you can buy that flamey maple one. Flamey maple is like a electric guitar top wood. That's what like PRS uses, flamey maple on their guitar tops. So there you go. You buy that guy. Tone wood. Smoke. Oh. I have. They didn't have any Mexican Cokes. They did not have any Mexican Cokes at the store when I went to go buy Mexican Cokes. What they did have is another Mike's never had this thing before. Mike's never had this food before with the sign. Ready? It was in the section where they keep the Mexican Cokes. It is a cane sugar beverage. It is black cherry cranberry Canada Dry. Wait, black cherry, just black cherry, not cranberry. Black cherry ginger ale from Canada Dry, cane sugar edition. Ooh, it smells delicious. And is delicious. That is a phenomenal beverage. Black cherry Canada Dry ginger ale, cane sugar edition. is a hell of a good beverage. Hot damn. That's, what did I give Mexican Cokes? This has got to be a 9. That's a 9 for sure. Zero grams of fat, 33 grams of sugar. That seems like a lot, doesn't it? I don't know, maybe. 0 grams of protein. Not a whole ton of sodium, 2% of your daily sodium. Carbonated water, cane sugar, citric acid, sodium benzoate, natural flavor. I hate that. I hate when they say natural flavor. Just what's the natural flavor, dude? Allure red. So color. Brilliant blue, FCF. Okay, so 2 colors. Carbonated water, cane sugar, citric acid, sodium benzoate, and natural flavor. Just put what the natural flavors are. It's damn delicious, though, is what it is. 9.1. Excellent, excellent beverage. All right, Andrew's out. Bye, friend. It is a weekday, so we're going to wrap this up here. I'm going to have a smokerette, and then after the show, I'm going to get all this stuff packed up. Now I've got my list so I can make it into my spreadsheet. Then I'll, pack it all up nice so that I should probably, like, before it packs up, before I pack them all up, I should put the buffing wheel up on the lathe, give everything a quick buff. Actually, I should do that the night before. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Figure out when I'm going to buff them, because I am going to do that. I was off today, and I'm off the next 2 days. Ooh, Mr. I don't really have to work. 4-hour motorcycle ride today. You got a new motorcycle? Because, oh wait, technically it is a motorcycle. It's a motor tricycle. I noticed that you didn't say bike ride. That's why you didn't say motorcycle ride. You said motorcycle ride. Do you put any new fancy parts on it today? Do you, like, seems like every time we talk, you're like, oh, I had to put a new engine capacitor mount on it. Or had to replace the defibrillator connivers. Fucking $20,000 motorcycle. It's got another $20,000 worth of fixing it before he likes it. Did yesterday. Of course he did. The armrests, wifey's back seat. Says the guy who bought a Beaver truck for his lathe and immediately broke it. I didn't immediately broke it. It came out of the box broken. And it was like $100. And I didn't keep adding more money into it until I liked it, did I? No. What was wrong with the chuck that came with your lathe? My lathe didn't come with a chuck. The Nova? The Nova, when I bought it, came with a chuck. And there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't use it because it's a dovetail. And it's a dovetail jaw instead of a grippy ridgy. And I'm used to I have two one-way talons. And so I don't really need the Nova chuck that came with my Nova lathe with the dovetail jaws and get used to that instead of the. Gotta clean the shop tomorrow and make a few pens. I also apparently need to make some bottle stoppers and snowmans. He bought an accessory. Go ahead. The Beaver? God, what are you? Are you trying to be funny and failing? Like, I don't really understand what it is that you're. You gonna send me the Novichok for Christmas? I might sell it. I might sell it with my my old crappy Mastercraft lathe. I might turn that lathe into like a get started turning package and sell it to a student who wants to get into it for cheap-ish. Because I like having the Mastercraft to bring with me when I go demo outside places and have power access. But that happens so infrequently that I could get away with not doing that. Since I only have 3 chucks and 10 sets of jaws. Yeah, you definitely need more than that for your I keep winning more lathes. Same thing with bikers buying new saddlebags, new mirrors, etc. Oh, because they are accessories. But they're not really, because, well, I guess saddlebags, sure. Okay, saddlebags, yes, it adds a functionality. That one I will give you. Chrome parts, new mirrors, they don't add more functionality. The lathe chuck, buying a new lathe chuck for your lathe adds functionality. Saddlebags, I'll give you. I'll give you armrests too. Armrests also add functionality. Adding the trike is an accessory. It's not, it's the actual tool. I'm talking about like replacing the something part with the same part that's different color or whatever, just to make it, you like it better. And I'm just being funny. Everybody can do what they want with their money. And like my boy Mikey B plays with the little toy trucks and spends a bunch of his money on the little toy truck parts. It's fine. Do that. If whatever brings you joy in this world, there is not enough joy to be had if you're not going to provide it for yourself, it feels like. Do whatever makes you happy with your money. The 4x4 I have accessories would be how it's described. Only if they add functionality. I'm not fighting about it. I'm really not, you guys. This shit's delicious. Black Cherry Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Holy crap. If you find one of those, if you find a 4-pack of those at the store, do that. That's great. It's not stupid sweet. Like it looks the bright ass red from the red number whatever. Allura red that they put in it makes it look sweeter than it is. The Allura red and the brilliant blue FCF coloring that they put in it makes it look sweeter than it is. It is sweet, but it's also crisp and refreshing. And hot damn, is it delicious. Mike's just hating on bikers who want to add more functionality to their scooters. That's what I'm doing. Yep. I cannot imagine many statements being further from the truth. All right, $2,325 worth of stuff for the market. Hopefully only $1,700 worth of stuff after the market for the website. We'll see. I got to make some more snowmen. I got to finish 2 guitars. I got to... I don't even know. Before 2.5 weeks from now, I need to be done those 2 guitars because that will only leave me 2 weeks to make Sean's bass if I'm going to have it to him by Christmas. Sean, I might have bad news. Time is slipping. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. I think priority over the next week has to be finish the market table. So the bottle stoppers, the pens, keychains, snowmen, both ornament and bottle stopper, non-snowman or non-snowman bottle stoppers, pens and keychains. We'll see. We'll see. Shop stool for 2026. Punch you right in the face with a stick, with a pointy stick. That's what I'm going to do. That's it. That's what's happening. Oh, that was fun. That was, I don't know. I had fun. That's it for this one, I suppose. We'll wrap it up. This is a bonus show. It shouldn't be 3 hours long. So Hour 45 is going to be lots for tonight. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, everybody. I am going to go plug these things into my spreadsheet. Pack away all of these things, at least temporarily, in a way that I'm easily able to pull them back out and buff them on the lathe when it's time to do that, and then repack them. I'm going to gather up my decor for the table, like the tablecloth and placemats for color and battery powered lights and things like that. Make sure those are organized. The display stuff, so like the risers and pen racks and bottle stopper racks and stuff, make sure those are all with the everything. My float box, my accoutrement box, so like extra price tags and my business cards and like pens and writing implements and Sharpies and strings and extra in case somebody, one of my guys loses his scarf somehow. I got extra bits of scarf and super glue, that kind of extra stuff. And my Square payment daily thing. Make sure all of that's packed up. Yeah, I'm in a good place though. 23, 25 worth of stuff. Can do a market table. If I don't do anything else, I can do a market table with what I have. So that's it. Bye, everybody. Oh, I have another Mike's never had this food before. And I kind of want to try it. It's another biscuit. Remember biscuit with the wafer tubes and the waffle things that you shouldn't eat, the chocolate waffle things. Maybe I'll save it for Saturday. I'll save it for Saturday. People were leaving. That'd be unfair. We'll save it for Saturday. So another biscuit for Saturday's live show. Bye. And whatnots. Patreon.com/wooden things and stuff, etc. And smashing the buttons and whatnot. All right.